Erev Tov, and good evening. That sounded a little weird. I am Tali Golan Sherman.
And I'm Peter Sherman.
We're thrilled to be here celebrating with all of you and truly honored to be given the brief opportunity to extol the values and virtues of this amazing institution. Tonight's theme is wonder. And looking back, it really is an absolute wonder how we got here. Our almost 3-year-old daughter, Alma, is our first child. She has attended the Early Learning Center here at the JCC in Newton since she was 5 months old. Alma was born in April 2020. Think back to where you were in April 2020. Amid the peak of uncertainty, fear, and confusion surrounding the pandemic, the experience of being new parents during this incredibly tumultuous and traumatic time is a longer story unto itself. Suffice it to say, our journey into parenthood was something completely unprecedented in our living memory, which was wrapped inside of a global event that was completely unprecedented in all living memory. It was a lot. Like all parents, we wanted to make sure that our daughter would be in the best possible hands when we were unable to be with her. When I was pregnant and we were exploring childcare options, as well as thinking of what kind of community we wanted our family to be a part of, it became clear very early on that we were destined for the JCC.
For both of us, rejoining the community at the JCC would symbolize a return to our roots, a circle of life. My family were charter members here when the Gossman campus opened in 1983. My father, Albie Sherman, and my mother, Linda, had cultivated within us a deep connection with our family history, cultural traditions, and Jewish identity. My father's commitment to the JCC and to other Jewish communal institutions was a natural outgrowth of those teachings and of that strong identity. Tali's story is that of Israeli immigrants, two humble kibbutznikim, Tzika and Nurit Golan, who settled in Atlanta in 1965 and began to live out their American dream. In the 4 decades that followed, they had 2 daughters, and their deep connection and commitment to their Hebrew language, Israeli identity, and other cultural touchstones meant that they chose to never fully assimilate. Tali's family eventually moved back to Israel in 2009 when the Israeli government was running a special for returning citizens. However, during their 40 years in Atlanta, the JCC became the primary focal point for gatherings and celebrations with the entire Israeli diaspora community. The Atlanta JCC was their kibbutz. From the moment we walked in to tour the ELC, the Early Learning Center, in September of 2019, we felt something special, a sense of warmth and belonging that put us at ease. We met kind, thoughtful, and capable people who simply gave us confidence to entrust them with the care of our child, and that alone speaks volumes. Fast forward to summer of 2020. As we grappled with our personal safety and professional futures, we continued to hope desperately that the ELC would open that September and that there would still be a spot for Alma. And the ELC did open, and Alma was alone in the infant room. Every one of the original enrollees had dropped out. It was private daycare. Thank you, Mark. During a pandemic. From day one and for all the days that followed, we would stand in amazement and true wonder at the commitment, dedication, passion, selflessness, and true neshama of the caregivers at the ELC and the wider JCC.
As the pandemic rolled on, with no end in sight, people got sick. People lost loved ones. But as is customary in our tradition, here we find and shine light in the darkest of places. Each simple daily act of loving kindness is an inspiration and a step taken to repair the world. Alma's teacher, Brittany, was an absolute legend. She held down that classroom nearly alone. Eventually, Alma's friends Teddy and Chloe would join. Alma had to wear a bright purple helmet to round out her head. She became known as the Purple Flash. You might have seen her at drop-off. That effort also required a dose of PT and extra care. Brittany would need nearly constant support from ELC co-directors Caitlin and Malgosia. Woo! As staff opted not to return to work and illness spread throughout the community. In the few minutes we have with you tonight, words are wholly insufficient to the task here. These caregivers are pillars of the community. They alone generate the sense of security, the human connection, and the feeling of belonging that you and I experience here at the JCC. In the harshest and most uncertain times, they brought not only confidence and stability to our lives, but they nourished, cherished, and protected what was most valuable to us, the new life of our daughter.
The passing of my father in February 2020 and Alma's birth in April of 2020 really served as the bridge which led us back to the JCC, and it has become our second home, a center of our communal life and our kibbutz. In the summer, Alma rules the outdoor pool with her unique blend of shockingly advanced aquatic skills and a completely expected disregard for authority. Beyond the ELC, we attend amazing events, use the fitness center, the play spaces, the pools, J-Care, and so much more. Here, we walk the beautiful campus, celebrate our holidays, see friends and family, and recharge our souls. The Midrash, our sages, have said that over every blade of grass stands an angel, whispering, "Grow." Here at this place, and in particular in the ELC, we have found these angels. So tonight, we remind or invite you all to come here and grow your world, your community, your spirit, your life, to experience and live out the sense of security, faith, friendship, and most importantly, wonder at this most delightful, pleasurable, admirable, and wonderful place. Thank you all.